we've just had Chaos in the Kitchen. I want to know from your perspective, how does this compare to, I guess, being, you know, on set, playing in front of the crowd?
I mean, kind of similar in a way, because it's about putting things together, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know, of course there is a difference, but at heart, there are these similarities, which are, you know, as I said, combining things.
Yeah.
Stressful because even without a crowd in front of me, you know, to be so, you know, surprised by things, it's always, you know, can get you very excited / stressed out.
Okay, cool. And I guess if we're to take it back right to the roots, the beginnings of when you started playing, how far back are we going, and what were your early memories from first picking up a DJ set or
I was like maybe 14, 15 years old. And my parents had, my family had this country, not a big house, but like, you know, a cute house. And I would invite friends there and we would throw Sunday afternoon parties. And once we didn't have, once we had the speakers, we came with a lorry and we had the speakers, we kept the speakers in the lorry, the DJ booth in the lorry. And I was playing there with, you know, there were like a bunch of friends dancing in front of the lorry at the house. And this is like, this is the first memory. I remember wearing this like bucket hat and a pin that I made out of fabric, of like an origami that I made of fabric, owl fabric, and like attached it to my shirt.
Nice.
Because I love to, you know, also make things. Yeah, so this is the first memory.
Interesting.
Remember your first time playing in like a big club, or your first memory of like playing in front of a large crowd?
Large crowd.
Yeah.
Could be maybe, that first time I played at Bergen, at Garden.
Okay.
I had fever the night before. Like really high fever. And then
Because you were like getting ready?
Or? Yeah! I had some kind of, you know, I don't know, purging something. I remember I sweat so much that night. And then I got to the club and I still was a bit sick, but then, you know, I got it together and played and it was amazing. After that, fever was gone.
just pure love, pure enjoyment.
Yeah, this was 2016.
Oh, wow. You play, we also fortunate enough to even experience you play in ambient.
Yeah.
Which obviously is like not necessarily a big contrast, but it's different. And that's also a big different experience. But where does your love, where does that love for ambient style really come from?
Well, I like to just, you know, I love to listen to soundscapes. So the interest for ambient comes from that, also to record soundscapes. During COVID, for example, while everyone, I don't know, in the morning some people were sleeping, some people were awake. I would wake up very early and go to Hazenaide and feed the squirrels and record the birds.
Okay.
I have like a huge amount of recording. then I use that as well to make music.
Yeah.
But I also use these recordings to when I play long ambient sets, just to leave these soundscapes in the background and then play something else on top. So I create a sound situation.
Wow.
And on top of it, things happen. Also, music can happen in a sound situation.
Nicely put.
So I mean, but you know, I also like the organic aspect of that ambient music can include, like playing specific instruments.
Any in particular?
I love gongs.
Okay.
And resonance.
The only time I've seen that is like in over Bali when you go there and then they do the ceremony, the opening ceremony before you do your I don't know, steam room or
I don't know.
yeah, like when you're in the steam room or the sauna and you have like a session, like a bathing session or whatever.
Yeah.
They usually apply the gong.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
Well, a gong is a very ancient instrument.
Okay.
And you don't just play it like that. You know, when you play a gong, you create like a sort of crescendo of sound. Say it in Italian.
I love that word.
And this can become very crazy. It can be very calming, but it can be also really, really
thunderous,
intense. You know, like noise. It's been a few years that I host sound baths with a friend of mine and also by myself, and we improvise every time. And we play different instruments, and sometimes it becomes very, very punk, very intense, because it's just an expression of our mood, or also of the mood of the room.
How would you describe like punk? Like I'm trying to like imagine myself in the room now. Like
just really intense, like noise. Imagine noise music.
Yeah. So going like head to head, like literally someone he gongs, you gong back, and it's like
yeah, we just gong like that.
Okay.
And then the resonance becomes crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I love to bring these instruments in different contexts. Obviously, when you play the gong in a big room or a singing bowl in a big room with a lot of reverb, the sound is insane. It was the reason why I really wanted to bring this to Halle and Bergen, and I did. And that was like a fetish.
Okay, no, honestly, I don't remember if I was there for that, and I hope you bring it next time, because I'd love to experience.
Hopefully, yeah, it's gonna happen again. It was a real experience. I mean, it was 5 hours.
Yeah.
I played for 5 hours. So I had 30 minutes of music. Then I would just let the music fade out, and I would go to the middle of the room playing this huge gong that I brought.
Wow.
I was wearing like a furry vest that a friend made for me, and I had a big mullet. So I'm hairy, and I looked like a primitive man. So I would go to the center of the room and like play this big gong. And the resonance would be so intense that I couldn't hear the kick drum from Bergen anymore. So the first time I did it, people were coming from Bergen completely like high or whatever, like talking. And then the second time I see people around me just laying down,
taking it in,
just understanding, At the third time I did it, I just turned around, everyone was just tripping nuts. And then I had like a hand clap, and I felt like, okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're here. We've landed.
Yeah.
Obviously, you run a collective or party series. What do you call it? Power Dance. Do you wanna?
Power Dance Club. Yeah.
Power Dance Club. Do you wanna let us know a little more about that?
Yeah, we started in 2018.
Yeah.
In Athens.
Okay.
Me and Statis.
Why Athens, if you don't mind asking?
Because we felt, me and my friend Statis, we were. He lives between Berlin and Athens, and at some point we were hanging out, and we thought Athens needs something, like Athens needs a party.
Yeah.
There was no actual good party happening there, and we also thought, and how do we name this party?
Yeah.
We came with the idea of power, because people want, they want power, they want to feel empowered when they party. So we came up with this name, and we started to do the first party there. And at the beginning, we would just take over off locations, like a Muay Thai gym, a dance school. We did it in a in a abandoned swimming pool.
Nice.
And then in this like strip club, we had many venues. And at some point we got to do it in a club, and now we still do it in this club called Romanzo. We do it once a year there for Pride, and then we also move into another club. But at the same time, then at some point we thought, okay, let's also do it in Berlin. And and then we started to do it here. It was, I don't remember now the time exactly, maybe 2020 after COVID, 2021. And we changed a few locations. Let's say that Om gave us a lot of power. The party really happened then. And then we found Kreuzberg, which is our new home, and we love it.
It's amazing.
Perfect. I'm so glad, a lot of clubs are closing in Berlin, but also new clubs are opening. So I'm hopeful for the city.
Yeah. And where would you say you're trying to take it? Like, what's the end goal or vision for the Power Dance Club?
So at Kreuzberg we have a room where we have a stage where we could do actual concerts. So I would like to bring in some like queer punk acts. I don't know, someone that might just scream or
ideally Yoko Ono. And just, I like to kind of create breaks in the usual narrative of the party.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have also live set.
Yeah.
That lasts for 15 minutes. Maybe some people won't even notice that there is a live set going on. They're at the toilet or whatever.
Yeah.
But indeed, it creates like a break from the usual narrative of the party. But yeah, where we want to bring it, we want to do some festival showcases. We want to, keep going like that. Empower more the community because it's, the party is working because we brought back together our community and it's even growing, so we're happy.
That's nice.
How it's going. So.
Great to
We're
hear.
gonna just keep going like this.
Yeah, no, beautiful.
Guys, check it out.
Yes, check it out.